So in this video, we're showing you how to beat speeding tickets with the Uniden R9W system. We're going to do an unboxing because most of the time I show you this, it's in a car, it's working, it's performing, and half the times when we do it completely stealth, so you can't see the equipment. So let's get into it and see what this equipment looks like. So when you open the box, you're going to have 3 separate boxes labeled 1, 2, and 3. Box 1 is going to have your CPU. It's going to have your display. It's going to have your control pad, GPS antenna. The CPU is going to look like this. It's going to have all your plugins for your laser bridge box, your front radar, your rear radar, your GPS, your keypad, your display, then any kind of mute attenuation if you wanted to mute a radio when the system goes off, and then of course the input for the speaker that it comes with. So you're going to see the LCD display. This is going to tell you all the information of what's happening. If you have like an R8 or one of the windshield mounts, this is what you're going to see on the face of that unit. So this custom installed approach, a lot of times we'll 3D scan different parts inside the car. We'll load this into a pod where it fits like factory, and then we'll finish off the face with smoked acrylic. That way, when the system's off, it looks like a factory component. This is going to be your control pad. Also connects through Bluetooth, so you could use your phone as the control pad. But in this case, this will be installed in the car to navigate the system, to work through the settings. And then the cool thing about this is you can actually change the color array in here to match your factory dash. This is going to be the speaker it comes with. There's a little bit of length here, so you can install this behind the dash. It does get pretty loud, but there are other alternatives we offer if you want it to be a little bit louder. GPS antenna. Why do you need a GPS antenna? Well, the really cool thing about these systems is that when you are driving, it will understand the location that you're in, and it'll alert you if you're coming up to a speed light camera or a red light camera. These are often GPS marked in locations, and it's going to use that to alert you. It's also going to know what speed you're physically driving to know if you're going faster than the speed light camera would be. So it'll let you know, hey, slow down, red light camera or speed light camera up in about 1,200 feet. Another really cool thing is this system will have auto mute memory. What does that mean? Well, let's say you're driving past a location on your way to work. They put up a new sign that shows your speed, right? Say it's temporary, say it's fixed. You drive by it 1 or 2 times, it'll automatically know that exact frequency of that signal at that GPS location. It now knows that this is a false signal and it'll auto mute memory it, right? Because the whole goal behind this is only to have the system go off when there is an active threat. So with the auto mute memory, it's going to help keep your commute quiet and let you know when there's actually a threat. Another cool feature with this is that other people using the same product in other states, it will log those and then put it up into the cloud, and if you're using the app or like the R9 companion app, it will then sync that with your system, so those auto mute memories are already going to be pushed to your system when you're driving to new locations, which is really cool. Box 2. In box 2, you're going to have your radar receiver. If you're familiar with the windshield mount radar detectors, you see kind of this same type of technology into that detector. Well, you have a dedicated front and rear radar receiver. Both of these can be mounted behind the plastic bumpers, cannot be mounted behind metal or carbon fiber. It can receive through plastic. So this would be located into the front area of the CPU, and that way it's going to identify if you're being hit in the front or the rear where it's detecting that radar from. Why is that important? Well, it's going to tell you if you're driving on a road and all of a sudden you're getting a hit behind you, most likely there's a cop that turned on the road behind you somewhere in traffic. If it's in front of you, well, that's going to alert you, hey, there's going to be a threat up here. Let's just slow down and be aware and look at the road. You might see a cop drive by on the other side of the road past you, and then you'll see then the radar go behind you. So the front and rear alerts are very important because it's going to let you know exactly where the threat is and how far away that threat is. And this is going to be the laser bridge box. So what this is going to do, it's going to show you all the different transponders. All the laser shifters are going to attach to this box, and then it's going to be labeled 1 through 6. One of these cables is going to go to the CPU, and again, this is going to talk to all the different shifters. Now let's show you the shifters. Now, each individual shifter looks just like this, pretty tiny. These have to be mounted on the front of a car. Why do you buy a system like this? Because the windshield mount radar detectors, they're just radar detectors. They do nothing against laser or LiDAR. You need physical shifters to diffuse the signal for a specific amount of time, minimal as possible, under 4 seconds, in order to slow down to the speed limit so the cop can't get your signal for that amount of time, and then he ends up getting your signal within plenty of time of you getting to him. When running a windshield mount radar detector, it's not going to help you with laser or LiDAR, so it's only helping you with 50% of the technology. These get installed in the front bumper in some openings, and it's going to take a lot of installation expertise to understand how to aim these, where they're going to work best, and then obviously testing the system when it's done to understand if it's set up the best way possible. One of the cool things Uniden does is you can program whether each individual sensor is a send or a receive, which is really cool because you can install your sensors and then start playing with if each one's a send or a receive to see if the system tests any better or any worse, right? So it gives you a little bit of extra variance. They have the patent on that. That's why you don't see other brands do that. One of the best features of the R9W system is that exact option, being able to select, is it send or receive? So then in certain cars, when we get stealthy with it, obviously we want to hide these because these are pretty visible. It's pretty obvious what this is. We'll scan vehicles and make stealth looking parts where the sensors perfectly load into the back to conceal the sensor. So this is a pod that is going to fit in a Jeep Grand Cherokee that fits perfectly in the factory grille, and it's going to look like a factory option, right? This does not look like an aftermarket piece of equipment. It's going to look like a factory optic in the grille. So that's just how custom you can get with it, and that's why I'm showing you the system, because typically you would see it like it's part of the car. Box 3. Box 3 is going to house your other radar receiver. So this one's going to go in the back, again installed behind the factory bumper as high as possible to get the best range. And then it's going to have the remaining amounts of your laser shifters, and it's going to have all your extension cables. So this is what constitutes as a full protection system that will protect you against radar, protect you perfectly against any kind of LiDAR on the market. See my testing videos if you don't believe me that this works. Newsflash, it does. So go ahead and check out all those videos to see this stuff working in action and follow along for more. Maybe I'll show you some other different types of systems. Maybe I'll show you some windshield mounts. So follow along for more.